What's up, YouTube? Hitting y'all up with another video. And, okay, let's see. This dream, pretty weird. And, okay, so it started off with, it's me, my sister, and my mom. And then my mom's friend and her two kids. And they were like, okay, so how are we gonna switch them up? What we were gonna do in the dream was they lived at our house for a week or something, and we lived at their house for a week. You know, it was like a room switch or something. So we went through with it. We pretty much had to do everything that they were supposed to do, like chores, cleaning, blah 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 blah. And well, when we finally get to go back home, everyone's there. My mom and her friend were talking about, how good, blah 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 blah. Well, they go home, and like it's just me, my sister, and my mom, and so I go through the cabinet to find a bowl, and all the bowls are like dirty as fuck. Like they're just like real dirty. And I'm like, Mom, these dishes in here are like dirty. And she said, oh, yeah, I kind of noticed that. And I was like, yeah. And then shit. Then I woke up somewhere around there, and then I went back to sleep. Crazily, the dream left off where it left me. So, I mean, it was kind of different, but it's still like weird. So, then it starts off. My sister, her boyfriend come over, and my sister got this thing that's like shaped like a keyboard, but it's not a keyboard, and it only has like a line of buttons. And they called it like a XCOGO or XCOGO or something like that. And what it did was I don't know. It was like some multimedia thing. I'm like, but the thing is, it didn't have a screen on it. It had a calculator, a calculator type screen on the top of it. And like you just go to a menu, access what you want, and I don't know what it did from there, but it was obviously something big, because he said it was better than the iPad. And there was a bunch of crazy stuff that happened that's like really hard to remember. I do remember talking to my sister's boyfriend about some stuff. I don't really remember what it was about, but I'll just go to where I can remember. My sister and her boyfriend were gonna go somewhere, and she plugged her XCOGO or something inside my laptop, and I said, hey, I'm gonna use your XCOGO. I'm gonna try it out. I never tried it out. And she said, no, that's my XCOGO. Don't you dare touch me. Don't you dare touch it. And I said, what? I said, what? And like, I picked it up, and she swiped it out of my hand and said, no, don't you dare touch my XCOGO. She put it back on my laptop. And I said, alright, then you wanna play that way? This is my laptop. And I threw it on the ground. And she said, really, you're being like that? And I said, really, you're being like that? And then I picked it up, and then I started going at it, and like she was sitting at like a like a kind of a bar thing, and she was like, don't you dare do it, don't you do it. I said, I'll do what I want. And then she was talking about how she was gonna knock me out if I do it, and I said, I wish you would, wish you would. And then basically a bunch of smack talk going back and forth. But yeah, there was a lot more weirder things. I really wish I could remember. I mean, it was a long ass dream, like crazy. It was a really good dream too, really bizarre. But those are the only parts I can really remember. I remember there was some shit about a shirt, and there was some shit about, I don't know, there was like a wood, the thing was like, it was like in a warehouse type deal too. Like, when the XCOGO thing happened, it was like in a warehouse thing. Wooden warehouse or some shit like that. It was fucking creepy as hell looking. But yeah. That's all I can remember. Yeah, I'm out. Peace.